Hello, my name is Sandra Meni. I want to talk today about Albert Banduras. I have chosen him as my historical figure. So, Albert Bandura was born on December 4 of 1925 in Mungari, Alberta, California. He grew up over there. It was a small town. So because of that, unfortunately, he was going to a small school as well. Well, I say unfortunately, but at the end of everything, maybe this really helped him to where he was. So I was in telling you about the school. So because of this, most of the students have to do a self-learning. So that's what Albert had to do over there too. He was teaching himself and learning himself. So after that, he went to the University of British Columbia and he received his bachelor's degree at the age of 24 years old. So I have a little story about this. So while he was going to the British Columbia University, he had some space between classes. So he was going to the library, reading, making search, and spending the time while he was waiting for the next time for class. But one day he was just reading or searching in the library and he was like thinking, I think I'm just wasting my time here. So maybe I can go and see if there is another class I can put between these two classes I have and just fulfill this and not waste my time. So yes, he decided to go and look for a class, and yes, he finally found one, and it was psychology. So when he saw that, he was like, this is perfect. I think that's nice. That will help me for some of the classes I'm taking right now. So he signed up for the class, and that was when his passion for psychology started. After that, so after he earned his bachelor's at the age of 24, he went to the Iowa University and he earned his master's degrees in 1955 at the age of 26 years old, really young. So he did that at the same time, at the age of 30, he did his PhD in 1955. After this, he went to the Wichita University and he received his doctorate there, and he spent 1 year doing a clinical intern for 1 year. Yeah, exactly. So after this, he went to the Stanford University. He had an interview for psychology professor, and guess what? He got the position and he was there for most of the time. I mean, he was there until his retirement. So he spent all his life, this short part of the time in this university teaching, while he was founding new studies. So he's best known for the Bobo doll and also for the observational learning. There is the self-efficacy and social learning theory that I'm going to talk about a little bit later in detail. Some of the most important achievements of Albert Bandura was he was awarded the David Starr Jorgen Professor of Social Science. In 1972, he received the Science Award from the American Psychological Association. And in 1974, he was elected president of the state organization. One of the most important theories of Albert Bandura was social learning theory. He believed that it was through observation, imitation of what the child see or hear from another person. So, and then acting similar to what he has observed. So in this case, he decided to do an experiment and is known as the Bobo doll experiment. He went and he have like group of childs. He put one group of child in the corner, sitting in the corner, watching an adult in a room hitting a Bobo doll with anger. Then after that, he taught the same child, and he put the child in a room with toys. And later on, he decided to take his toys off, making the child sad and angry as well. After that, he put the same child in a room with the Bobo doll. And he find out that most of the boys act the same as the adult male, like 3 times more than the girls. So that's so he wanted to see if that was just because the child was watching the male adult hitting the Bobo doll in the room, but he also have a group of child watching this through a TV, and another group of child watching this as a cartoon through a TV as well. But all the kids are the same. So it was 3 times more the boys than the girls, and they were acting with anger. And he has a male actor and a female actor, but the male actor made them to act more as he must with anger with the Bobo doll. And at the same time, they were like happy hitting the doll. They were getting excited about this. After this, he find out that there is 4 cognitive process of behavior, and their attention, retention, reproduction, and motivation. So in the attention, it was when they were watching the male in the room, or through the TV, or through the kids show. They were watching that. So the retention is what they learn from what they have observed and heard. Also, the reproduction was when their kids were hitting the Bobo doll in the actual room. And then the motivation was the excited that they were giving of this through through hitting the Bobo doll. In the other way, there is so he find out that it doesn't matter. The kids will learn through this to this 4 process. He also at the end he find out there was 5 keys of the social learning that I'm just gonna read here. The first one was the learning is a cognitive process that takes place in a social setting. The second one was a learning can occur by observing a behavior and a consequences of such. The third one was learning can happen without an observable change in behavior because we may learn without displaying what we have learned. And 5, reinforcements play a role but are not entirely responsible for learning. And this one reminds me that in one of the process he did a video where one of the actors was punishment and the other actor was giving a rainfall rewards just to be punishment to be hitting the Bobo doll. So it means that some of the kids, when they saw like they were like punishment for doing this, they decided not to hit the Bobo doll. But it wasn't the same for the actor that got the prize for hitting the doll. And they were acting the same. It wasn't a change there. It was most a change when they were giving a punishment. So they really got scared about that. And finally, I can say that in my process, I can see attention is how I grow up with my family. I saw this like kind of rule I was teach, and I also saw in my parents that you have to finish school, then go to the university, then you can marry someone, then the next step was getting a house and finally getting like making big your family with kids. So that's the attention I got from my family when I grow up. That's the retention I have. And the reproduction, that's what I did. I finished my school, went to the university, I graduated, then I started dating, and then I got married finally, and I'm just in the process to keep studying and waiting for kids at last, because that will come after. And also I got the house, so the next step will be finish my school and then getting my kids. And my motivation about this is just getting the satisfaction of I did what I was told I was learned in my family. And yes, I believe this. I believe in this theory that is a true observation of behavior. And thank you.